How's it going, my peeps? You guys know what time it is. It is now time for the SummerSlam 2013 prediction game video. And in the background, a match you're going to see this Sunday, the simulation of the John Cena versus Daniel Bryan match for the WWE Championship with Triple H as the special guest referee. I wish the referees in this game would have referee shirts, but maybe next year. Or actually, maybe this year, 2K14, who knows. Anyways, I noticed something. You guys might have noticed it too. I noticed a bunch of similarities between SummerSlam 2013, so the SummerSlam this Sunday, and SummerSlam 2011. Can you guys guess what those similarities are? If you can, tell me in the comment section below right now. Come on, let's go. I'll give you guys a couple seconds. Give you guys a little bit of time, and then I'll tell you guys what similarities I noticed. Alright, I think that's enough time. So, the similarities I noticed is, first of all, the main events. John Cena is the WWE Champion. Well, actually, 2011, John Cena was the WWE Champion, but also CM Punk was the WWE Champion. So, they fought to determine who was the real, or who was going to be the next champion. So, John Cena is the champion, and he's defending the championship. He's fighting in the main event. And the special guest referee is Triple H. In 2011, the special guest referee was also Triple H. In 2011, the Money in the Bank holder for the WWE Championship did not have a scheduled matchup at SummerSlam. He wasn't confirmed for a match, but there was a strong possibility of him cashing in, and he did cash in that briefcase. Same thing this year, where Randy, the Money in the Bank holder for the WWE Championship, is not scheduled for a matchup at SummerSlam. He's not confirmed for a matchup. There hasn't been a match announced involving Randy, but there's a strong possibility of Randy Orton cashing in that briefcase. Also, Christian is in the World Heavyweight Championship matchup. And also the World Heavyweight Championship contract Money in the Bank holder is in the matchup, and he's facing off against a former partner, a former friend, somebody that was in the same Money in the Bank ladder match that he competed in to win that briefcase in the first place. In 2011, it was Daniel Bryan versus Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett was in the same Money in the Bank ladder match as Daniel Bryan, and of course they were former partners in Nexus. And Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes, former partners, and also they were both in the Money in the Bank ladder match where Damien Sandow won the briefcase. So yeah, did you guys find the same similarities as me? I don't know, I'll see in the comment section later. So, let's actually get down to the predictions. This SummerSlam is looking really good. I can't wait for this SummerSlam. Card's looking really good. Main events, bunch of main events. You've got the World Heavyweight Championship matchup, Lesnar versus CM Punk, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose versus Rob Van Dam with the US Championship on the line. It's just a good card overall. But anyways, let's get down to the predictions, and you know what? Let's start off with the kickoff match, and that's the match that I just mentioned. That is Dean Ambrose, the United States Champion, defending his championship against Rob Van Dam. I think this has the potential to be a very, very good matchup. And I went back and forth as far as that match goes. I was like, is Rob Van Dam gonna win? Is Dean Ambrose gonna win? I wasn't sure. I didn't know who to pick. In the end, I picked Rob Van Dam. But, hear me out here. I'm picking Rob Van Dam, but I don't think he's going to win by pinfall. I don't actually think he's going to win the United States Championship, but I do think he's going to win the matchup. And by that, I think he's going to win the matchup by disqualification. Why? Well, stay tuned for my detailed prediction game video for Dean Ambrose versus Rob Van Dam. I'll talk about it in detail in that matchup. So, following the kickoff matchup, it's the actual SummerSlam card. So let's start off with Natalya versus Brie Bella. And apparently they're also going to have a matchup at SummerSlam Access where Natalya will be teaming up with Maria Menounos, and they're going to be facing off against Brie Bella, and a partner of her choosing. It might be Eva Marie. I'm not too sure. It might have been confirmed actually. Yeah, I think it's been confirmed. But on the actual SummerSlam card, it's just going to be a one-on-one matchup, as they said, on Raw. It's just going to be Natalya versus Brie Bella, one-on-one. And with this matchup too, I wasn't sure who was going to win. I didn't know who to predict. And I thought about it just a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go with Natalya winning this matchup. So, after this, you've also got Cody Rhodes versus Damien Sandow. And the Money in the Bank briefcase is not on the line, in case anybody's wondering. At least, you know, it's not advertised as on the line. So if Cody Rhodes happens to win this matchup, Damien Sandow doesn't lose his Money in the Bank briefcase. Anyways, who do I think is going to win this matchup? Do I think Damien Sandow gets, you know, some form of revenge, a little bit of payback for Cody Rhodes, you know, taking his briefcase, throwing it in the Gulf of Mexico, and also costing Damien Sandow a couple matches? Or do I think Cody keeps on, you know, stays one step ahead of Damien Sandow, and he gets some payback for what Damien Sandow did to him in the Money in the Bank ladder match by pushing him off the ladder to win the briefcase? You know what? I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes staying one step ahead of Damien Sandow and getting the victory this Sunday at SummerSlam. So, after that, you also have the mixed tag team matchup. It's gonna be Dolph Ziggler teaming up with Kaitlyn to face off against Langston and the Divas champion AJ Lee. This matchup, this was actually one of the easier matches to predict on the card. So I didn't really have to think about it too much. I'm gonna go with the team of Dolph Ziggler and AJ winning this one. And then you've got the debut of the Ring of Fire matchup. This isn't just an Inferno matchup, because it's actually kind of like a normal matchup where you win by pinfall or submission, but the ring, of course, is surrounded by fire. The difference between this and an Inferno matchup is, in an Inferno matchup, you don't win by pinfall or submission. You actually have to put your opponent, you know, on fire. So, it's going to be Kane versus Bray Wyatt in the Ring of Fire matchup. And also, this is Bray Wyatt's debut as well. So, it's not only is Bray Wyatt debuting at SummerSlam, but Bray Wyatt is debuting at SummerSlam in a new match, in a match that's also debuting. So, yeah. As far as who I think is going to win this matchup, I'm going to go with the debuting Bray Wyatt picking up the victory over Kane in this one. And now, let's move on to one of the main events, the World Heavyweight Championship match. It's going to be Del Rio, the champion, defending his championship against Christian. I'm really looking forward to this one. And as far as this one goes, I'm going to go with Del Rio retaining his championship. Not only retaining his championship, but actually winning the matchup. Because, of course, he could retain the championship by disqualification or you know, countouts. But I think he will win the matchup and retain the championship. Although, you know, I would like to see Christian win the championship. I do think Del Rio is going to be the one walking away with the title at SummerSlam. Following that, you've got CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, the best versus the beast. Who is going to win that matchup? At least in my opinion, who is going to win the match? Who am I predicting as the victor? You know, the one that's going to walk away victorious. I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar on this one. I think Brock is going to win this matchup at SummerSlam. But I definitely don't think that Brock Lesnar and CM Punk's feud is going to end at SummerSlam. I definitely do think that they are going to have a rematch at some point down the line. Anyways, afterwards, it is the simulation watching right now, the main event for the WWE Championship. It's going to be John Cena defending the title against Daniel Bryan with Triple H as the special guest referee. This is a big matchup. I'm excited for this, man. And who do I think is gonna win this? I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan winning this matchup, and of course I'll go into more detail on that in part 2 of this simulation. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Now that I've given you guys my predictions, it's time for you guys to give me your predictions in the comment section below. I'll list all the matches of the SummerSlam card in the description box below for easy access so you guys can easily give me your predictions. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, you can click that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. Only take a second, really helps me out. Let's set a goal of 60 likes for the video. And with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.